Hello everyone. That is one interest in Harley. So today, we're taking an epic ride along one of Long Island's most historic waterways, the Nissequogue River. We're on a mission, people. We need to find another nice and secluded beach, but don't worry. We'll also explore a top secret area and enjoy some amazing views. And along the way, you're going to hear the crazy, almost unbelievable story that directly led to the founding of Smithtown. More importantly, we're going to talk about what used to be the lifeblood of this island. Forget about the Hudson. Today is all about Long Island's own, the Nissequogue, Smithtown, its river, and its secrets. Let's ride. So this river we're riding along, the Nissequogue, it's actually one of the 4 longest rivers on all of Long Island. From its source all the way to its mouth, it runs for about 8.3 miles, cutting in a north-northwesterly direction, right across the North Shore. But here's the really cool part. What makes it so special? The Nissequogue is an entirely spring-fed river. Its journey begins deep within the Ronkonkoma moraine. A moraine is defined as a ridge or mound of earth and stones deposited by a glacier as it advances or retreats, acting like a bulldozer pushing sediment ahead of it. Make sure to check the description section. I'll make sure to attach a very interesting map of this thing for you guys. But how cool is that? Think about it. Remnants of a glacier thousands of years later, still giving us this incredible waterway to ride along. Just amazing. It's true what they say. Throughout history, rivers have always been the lifeblood of a community. The story here is no different. Long before any Europeans showed up, this river was the absolute heart of the land for the Nissequogue tribe. In fact, the name Nissequogue is believed to mean the clay or mud country. And trust me, if you've ever ventured out here during low tide, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For the Nissequogue, this river was everything. It wasn't just a vital source of food. We're talking tons of trout, eels, and sturgeon. It was also their main highway for canoe travel, and a clear, undeniable line in the sand, a boundary marking their territory. This was their world, and the river was at the center of it all. So when English settlers like our friend Richard Smith arrived in the 1600s, they took one look around and knew this was the spot. And the reason? You guessed it. It was all about the river. You have to remember, this was long before the Long Island Motor Parkway, and even still before the Sunrise Highway, before the LIE. Heck, this was over 200 years before the Long Island Railroad even laid its first tracks out here. Back then, The Nissequogue was the only way to move anything heavy. It was the Colonial Super Highway. Imagine it. Small ships and barges sailing right up this river, docking at landings near what's now Main Street. Smithtown wasn't the quiet suburb you see today. It was a busy little commercial hub. They were loading these boats with lumber from the forest, grain from the farms, and all kinds of local products, shipping them straight out to New York City and beyond. Think about that for a second. Without this river, Smithtown would have been completely isolated, a landlocked village going nowhere. This waterway literally put it on the map. Now, as we get into the 1700s and 1800s, people figured out something else. That steady, consistent, spring-fed flow, it was perfect for generating power. And that's when the mills started popping up all along the river. Grist mills and sawmills. These were the industrial heart of the whole community. Think about it. They were grinding local grain into flour for bread, sawing timber to build new homes and businesses, all of it powered by the raw, natural force of the Nissequogue. And the best part is, the evidence is still all around us. Next time you drive past Stump Pond or New Mill Pond over in Blydenburg Park, you're not just looking at a pretty lake. You're looking at the living history of those old mill dams. Today, the river is protected by places like Blydenburg County Park, Caleb Smith State Park, Brackish Estuary, all places you can still visit today. It's a direct link to a time when harnessing the power of this river was absolutely essential for both survival and for commerce. Yo, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but there are people fly fishing right out there. And just look at these houses. I think that's Stony Brook over there. Just wow. All right, I'm gonna take in the scenery for a bit and maybe go for a small trek. I'll catch you guys back on the bike for that crazy Richard Smith story. This place is so beautiful. I'm definitely not poetic enough to describe this place. Someone cue up some Walt Whitman. During his time, you guys think he would have ventured out here? can't talk about Smithtown without telling the story of the man himself, Richard Smith, and the legend of how he founded this place is one of the best stories Long Island has to offer. The deal he supposedly struck with the local tribe was as simple as it was insane. He could have all the land he could circle on the back of his trusty bull in a single day. Think about that. From sunrise to sunset, you and a bull claiming an entire town. How much land do you think you could manage to capture using that method? So, as we ride through these roads today, just imagine Richard Bull Smith and his companion thundering through these same woods against a ticking clock, earning every single acre. It's an epic tale that gave this one man over 50,000 acres of Long Island. Now, if that number doesn't blow your mind, let me put it into perspective for you. Picture the entire island of Manhattan, see the Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, Central Park, all of it. Richard Smith's land was so vast, he could fit almost 3.5 Manhattans inside of it. It is absolutely insane. One man and a whole lot of land. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but tree tunnels are absolutely my favorite kind of tunnels. Yeah, it's a wrap. Smithtown residents only. All right, let's see if I can charm my way out of this.
I was gonna ride through and hang out for a bit. Is that okay, or?
I'll let you take a ride down the end.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, hon. Be careful. Oh, BMW.
Damn, there goes my beach day, but what a pleasure it was to meet that lady. She was so sweet. We spent some time chatting about her Beamer. I swear, if that guy wasn't there, she would have let me slide. You know what's funny, though? Come here next week and this booth will absolutely be empty. I was so prepared this time, too. It's all good, though. Time to pivot. I know of this dope pizzeria right across there somewhere on the other side of the river. I'm going to chill here for a bit, hydrate, and then I'll get back on the road. Next episode, I'll show you where to get a killer slice with an even killer view. Lying out and see you guys shortly. Peace.